Hello everybody, welcome back for another tutorial. I'm going to be showing you a holiday glam inspiration look. So let's get right into it. So I have prepped my skin using by Mills Up in the Clouds moisturizer. For my primer, I've prepped my skin with my Elate priming serum. So I'm letting that soak into my skin and we're going to start off with eyes. I'm just going to put a base on my eyelids and I am just priming my eyes with Elate concealer. I always like to do my skincare prepping and priming my skin first and then start with my eyes, because that just lets the product sit into my skin. And then if I have any fallout, especially if I'm using a lot of color for my eyes, if I have any fallout, then that can just be easily wiped away and I'm not having it fall out on my foundation. So to start off with eyes, I'm going in with my MAC Cosmetics palette stone, this color here. And I'm just gonna set my lids. This is just going to be a nice transition shade for all my shadows and a nice little bit of a sparkle base. Since it's the holidays, we're going with some color. I have my Ilia Cool Nude palette and I'm just going to take this shade right here, the shade Just. I'm just going to very lightly put it for my outer corner here. And I'm not going all the way in, I'm just keeping it on the outer corner and I'm bringing it out and up, creating that smoky look. I'm going to take a blending brush here and I'm just going to blend out the edges. So this is gonna help create that nice smoky effect and get us ready for that pop of color. I'm gonna go for a nice like burgundy red, something festive red here. Can't really see it's like a nice deep burgundy color for my Ilia Warm Nude palette in the shade Hunter. So I'm just gonna take a little bit on a more dense brush here, smaller dense brush, and then I am going to do my outer corner. I'm just keeping it here on my lash line and then bringing it out towards my outer corner here, but we're not taking it all the way. We have the brown there for a reason. It creates that smoky effect. This is adding that pop of color and more definition in our outer corner. And we're just softly blending that out now. You're not putting a lot of pressure on the brush. And when you put product on your brush, we're tapping off that excess and then we're starting where we want the most definition. So we want the most definition on the outer corner. We're gonna start here, we're gonna blend it up. And then with a bit of a lighter hand, we're going to soften those edges. And whenever you go into your palette again for more product, you always want to place the product where you first started. Because if you are putting your most product here and then you're moving to your most product here, it's just gonna look messy and noticeable that there are two defining points on your eyes for product. There we go. Now we have that pop of red. So now what you can do, you can go in with like a nice nude base here for the lid of your eye if you want to keep it more matte, or what we can do is we can go in with some shimmer and just sparkle it up, just make it a little more festive. I'm just gonna match nude base to my other eye. Making a nice gold shimmer for this look from my MAC palette here in the shade Go Lightly. Tap, tap. And this is a beautiful gold shimmer. I'm just taking a flat, dense brush, and then I'm packing the product and I'm packing it onto the lid of my eye. And now we have this gorgeous gold on our lid, and what we can do, I'm gonna take a little bit more of this red burgundy we're using and just add it on my outer corners a little more. I'll blend that gold color in. Let's say you want to elevate this glam even more and take it up a notch. What you can do is take a black eyeliner pencil. This is my Makeup Forever artist pencil in the shade Whatever Black. And you can just take a little bit on your outer corner and then with an angled brush like this, buff out those edges, and it's gonna create an even more dramatic look. So let's do it if you want to take it to another step. So I'm just gonna take a little bit on my outer corner like that. I'm buffing out those edges, bringing it upwards. And with this pencil, a little goes a long way, so we're not going in heavy. And that just adds even more definition on our outer corner. And there we go. So now we have some even more glam on our eyes. Let's add some lashes because a look is not complete without some lashes. I'm just going to very lightly curl my lashes and then I'm going to put the lashes on top. I'm using Ardelle Whispies for lashes. I actually like to do lashes first and then mascara. I just find it's just a little difficult for myself putting mascara on the lashes and then putting the lashes on top over curled lashes with mascara. This just helps also kind of glue my lashes to the false lashes to blend them in some more. So I find in the camera this look looks a lot darker than it actually looks in person. In person this looks like the shades look a lot lighter. Okay, and now one lash is on. Okay, and now we have the other lash on as well. So now let's put some mascara. So now we have some mascara on our lashes and the look is looking more put together. Let's go in with our face now. So of course, you know we are going in with our Elate Refresh Foundation. I'm going with the shade RW1. I just tanned, so this shade is going to match me a lot more. Foundation is on. So now let's go in and conceal. I'm using my Elate Cream Concealer. We're just gonna go in with our product. Using a dense concealer brush, and I am just gonna go in here. And I'm always stippling it in, always. I'm not smearing the product in, I'm stippling it in. And it's nice too because now that we've already done our eyes, when we go in with our concealer, we can just clean up the edges of our shadows some more too and make it like a sharper, as you can see, it's just a little more sharper than over here. So concealer is done. Now what you can do is you can set in your products with some powder and then go in with some bronzer. Or if you like to contour, then we can contour first, set in our products with our powder, and then go in with some bronzer. So I am going to do a little bit of contouring. I'm taking my Fenty Beauty Stick, taking an angled define contouring brush here, and I am just going to brush some of the product onto my brush here, find my shadow. I'm not gonna contour any other part of my face, but you can contour your nose, you can contour your temples, your forehead, your jaw. And if you don't know how to contour, I made a tutorial on contouring versus bronzer and how to apply both of those. So you can check the video as well on YouTube to learn more about contouring and bronzing. So I'm gonna set in my products with my powder now. I'm just using the Rcma powder. Just gonna put some on a tray here. And then I am taking my powder puff and then I'm pressing it in. Extra. And then I'm pressing the powder into my skin. And then I'm powdering my T-zone. And then I'm also getting under my contouring points here. Oh, I forgot about our eyebrows. Let's do our eyebrows. And with my Elate brow balms. Taking my spoolie here and I'm brushing my hairs up. Taking my angled brush here. Brush and then filling in my brows. You can fill in your brows however you like to, whether you just want to fill in those gaps or you want to actually have a defined brow. I do a little bit of both. So I'm filling in my gaps here. I don't have a lot of hair the front of my brow, and then just working that product in. I like to keep to my natural brow shape. Brows are done. Let's get back into bronzing. Apply some blush first and then I'm gonna go with my bronzer. I'm using the Milani blush in the shade Dolce Pink. Taking this little fluffy brush here, I like a highlighting and blush brush. I like to use it as a blush brush because it just helps, like, I could just put it where I want it, you know? I feel like some brushes are just so big and it's just like, oh, now I have like a big smear across my cheek. This just helps me with placement. I'm just going on my cheekbone here. I do like a little bit of like a dab and swirl so I can work product in. Make sure you're not getting too close to your eyes. You don't want it clashing with your shadow, and also blush so close to your eyes kind of makes it look like your eyes are bruised. Okay, there we go, a nice light natural blush with the Ilia Drawn In Nightlight Bronzer. Little tap tap, get off that excess product, and then just blending it in. One tip that I was kind of told when I was in school when it comes to bronzer and blush and highlight, you don't want it looking like that ice cream, Neapolitan ice cream. So that is something that's always stuck in my head when it comes to bronzer and highlight and blush. I'm just putting a little bit of bronzer on my forehead. I know I didn't contour, but I'm doing some bronzing because that is the high points of my face and that's where the sun would hit. Using the Lawless Glam Guard setting spray. For lips, what do we want to do? Do we want to do bold? I have this, okay, actually, this one we're gonna use. I'm thinking, let's go full bold. Lip liner, I don't have a brand for this either. I don't think they're Fiber Tech. They might be from Fiber Tech. Movie makeup type of stuff. You can do any color you want. For lips, I feel like today with this look, it's just it's a bold look type of day. I think with the pop of red here, with that burgundy color, I feel like let's just go full Christmas red. I wasn't feeling it. Okay, let's try this again. I start with the bottom. Lining. Make sure your pencil's sharp. I'm lining the bottom, okay? And then I line my cupid's bow. I almost make an X on the top. You just want to go straight, straight. And then you're following that point. Take an angled brush. I'm gonna bring it down into my inner corner and into my inner corner here. And with this angled edge, it's just gonna create more of a sharper line. And now I'm gonna buff these lines out with this brush, and then we'll put the color on top and we'll blend it all in. Taking this brush again, lip color here, and starting in the center of my lips and then blending it out. I want just a little bit of gloss. Wow. So if you're feeling a little more glamour, you can take like a dense defining brush here. Maybe we'll go in a little dab of Just and a little dab of that burgundy. And let's place it on our lower lash line. On lower lash line is literally Christmas makeup. I hope you guys enjoyed today's holiday glam tutorial. Since it is the most wonderful time of the year, I am going to be doing some more holiday tutorials for you guys, so I can't wait. This one was fun. This is different too for myself. I don't usually wear makeup like this, but now if I'm going to a Christmas party, I'm throwing this look on. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.